Good afternoon, my name's Alex Campbell.
And my name's Stephen Wilson. It's really fucking hot today.
Yeah, I should preface that we live in Queensland, Australia.
I'm dying. I want to die.
And
Please
I'm
kill
fucking
me.
melting.
Let it end.
Yeah.
I don't care about Vikings. I just... It's over.
Christmas in America is like snow and family and turkeys. The weather outside is rightful, all nice snow. Here it's fucking hot. Christmas comes around, everyone eats fucking a roast chicken and melts. We still eat the American turkey.
Yeah, they try their hardest to try.
Yeah, but it's fucking like 40 degrees.
Yeah.
We should just have salad and beer.
Well, some people are smart and have prawns and beer.
Yeah. A hot chicken.
Hot chicken. Hot Woolies chicken.
I just want to make a correction on the previous episode. Me and Jasper Moy said that Floki went to Greenland. He actually went to Iceland.
Nog verder ter næri. Vader. We have found through jou to three.
So as I said, we live in Australia. And I feel like Bjorny going to Morocco would be like me walking out to the mailbox. What happens is I get horribly sunburnt because I have red hair and I live in the hottest fucking place in the world.
And you may get attacked by a foreign hostile.
Yeah. So you see Bjorny with his blonde hair and his white skin just walk around Morocco, no hat, no sunscreen. Or he might have some type of, I don't know, rubbing something on his skin.
Yeah, I don't know actually. They don't seem to address that sort of thing.
No. Well, I thought when I get there, Bjorny would be like, this is fucking hot.
No, well, I know that like traveling on the open ocean like that, you would get super sunburnt.
Yeah, I guess they would have something for it. Well, that's part of the eye makeup.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
sun
Yeah.
protection,
Well, anti glare or whatever.
Yeah.
So we start off and we're with the English and Aethelwulf and what's his name?
Heckman.
And Hageman, and it's been established up to this point that Hageman's like a really good strategist.
Yeah.
Right? Everything he's done
So far
has made sense and he's done really well.
Yeah.
And there seems to be no reason why he wouldn't continue doing that.
Yeah.
And so now I can get the where Aethelwulf is coming because they have a conflict, I guess.
Yeah, a little dispute over power.
Well, I wouldn't even call it little, like fucking Aethelwulf whipped his dick out and tried to, and slapped
I like that he's stepping into that role more of the king because it was kind of frost upon him and he's learning and he has that moment where he's like, I'm the king, who are you?
Oh, we can't always be guided by your visions, Bishop Hagen. But surely you see the signs for yourself. No, I also see other signs. How you put yourself forward above me to take command. Even though I am your king!
Well, it's sort of and you see that quite often with young kings, I guess, that weren't because his dad died.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere.
He didn't get the full treatment of it, so he doesn't really sort of know how to rule.
Still finding his feet.
And he's not really a a confident like battle commander either, so he's sort of nothing really.
Yeah. Oh, he did some battling.
Yeah, he did some battling, but
Yeah.
like in the face of Hageman, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, you could say that Hageman's a better military strategist.
Yeah, so they're sitting there and they're watching the city and Hageman, and the gist of it is, okay, let's starve them out.
Yeah,
right.
But I like how Hageman come to that. He's like, I had a vision. Imagine if I was a king and someone came to me, it's different times and stuff. I had a dream last night, you must do this.
I had a vision.
No, I won't be doing that. Goodbye.
Based on what? Your dream?
I'd like to thank you for your time coming here today.
You're fired.
You're fired. Take him away. He's gone. So the point being, right, is that he says, I had a vision. And we stabbed them and I saw all the bodies and all this crap. And it's like, okay, fine. You could have just said, I think we should starve them out and they'll all die.
Yeah.
Right? Which is what they were doing anyway, though.
Yeah, kind of.
Sieges, right? You
Yeah.
siege, and they can't do anything.
Yeah.
Right? And so, and that's why I say the relationship between Aethelwulf and Hateman is getting a bit weird. You know, because
tested.
Yeah, well, tested. I mean, because besides just he should have been clearer that this is a good strategy. On the flip side of that, it would be well within reason for Aethelwulf to go, yes, I agree, a vision, you had a vision.
Yeah.
And that makes complete sense because I'm totally invested in the God thing.
Yeah.
Right, and visions are totally comes along for the ride with that.
You're a person with divinity.
You're a bishop, right?
Yeah,
so
God
I
speaks
fucking...
to you. Yeah.
That was the thing, right? So, because kings...
I think maybe you just had a problem with how Bishop Hageman was handling it. Because he wasn't really asking him by the end, he was just making presumptions, like, this is what we're doing. He's like, hold on a fucking second.
Yeah,
You see this crown that I'm not wearing? I'm the king!
Even though I am your king, I'm not God. Forgive me, sire.
I'm the fucking king.
You're the bishop!
Well, it's just funny to see Aethelwulf try and, like, claw back any power because, you know, people would see that sort of thing and... Yeah, and so now on Hateman, you know, it's and it's like the Matrix thing, the Matrix sort of like black leather, you know, jerkins and all that sort of stuff that they've got. Which, it looks great, looks cool.
It does look very cool.
But, you know, so our bishop, our warrior bishop, he's like that. He needs like a pair of sunglasses or whatever.
Well, yeah, Ragnar and Bjorni all suffer from the black leather matrix tunics too, which is completely historically inaccurate.
Yeah.
But, I don't know, yeah.
Well, so it's different when it's sort of you end up with a character like that, and that's I feel like yeah, Hateman, he toes the line with that, just for being, you know, overly melodramatic.
I saw all the dead bodies of the wicked lying in the street of the great city, for there was no one left to bury them. And I saw that this great city was York, and all those dead bodies were of pagan Northmen.
Well, so on the same sort of note, in terms of you know, melodrama, right? I sort of noticed this, and you and Jasper touched on that with Lagertha, right?
Yeah.
Why isn't she, you know, another 20 years older or something?
Yeah.
So you've got
ageless.
You've got the scene with her and Uber.
Yeah.
Right, and he comes back. He comes back, and I feel like it's just the way that the actress is delivering the accent. It's gotten it just seems so much more played up.
Yeah.
For her age.
Yeah.
You know, so she's talking as if she's got the old worn wisdom of a fucking, you know, an old queen.
Yeah.
Right, like who was the first Thrain of where they're at now. Back in season 1.
Yeah.
And his mistress.
Siggy.
Yeah.
Siggy Barbrain. Sugar man. Her name was Siggy.
Oh, Siggy man.
Sugar man.
What's going up there, mate?
Fucking Siggy. Siggy's dead.
What the fuck's going on here? What are you doing, mate?
Leaving.
So you've got we've got Ivar, and he's doing all this fucking crazy shit over there, right? And you've got the brothers, and they've got their political intrigue, and that's fine. Right. Meanwhile, while everything at the meta structure's going on, then you've got Bjorn, right? And he's about to go into his own political fucking nightmare.
Yeah. I like how that story is going too. It's not just the conquest and the raid.
Clash of cultures.
Yeah. He's infiltrating it and having all the little cultural moments. He's figuring out what's happening, the power hierarchy.
We saw you. What is all that about, my friend?
I told you, nothing is as it seems.
Meaning?
Commander Euphemius isn't really the commander here after all.
And they're just throwing themselves straight into it. You know?
And then theoretically, it's just going to bring everyone in at a point.
Yeah. And also, I love, and I said to you, the Sicilian dude or whatever, the lord of that place.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, you know, this guy's got Viking bodyguards, and I want Viking bodyguards, and what's
Old
his
mate.
name? Sindri translates to them, and they're like, Kenny would do it.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
They're like homeless drifters. The most dangerous homeless drifters.
They're really
ever.
casual on a lot of cultural points that people care a lot about. They're just different. Like,
Well, they don't care, right? Because they've got that.
different morals and values.
Well, yeah. They've got the I don't care if I die thing. Which just means that they'll just do whatever the fuck they want.
opposite really. It's like, I want to die in battle. They want to die. So they have an incentive to die in battle, where everyone else is like, I don't want to die.
Going out of their way to put themselves in these crazy situations.
To die in battle and go to Valhalla.
That's fucking crazy. So you get to through living through those characters, you get to live that sense of being outgoing and adventurous and not caring, which is something that would be is very appealing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, living through characters.
Edge of the sword.
Yeah, so back to the Uber. So Uber's come back, to Kattegat, right?
Yeah,
That's what it's
Kattegat,
called.
yeah.
And as far as I can tell, he's come back shamed, like he's fully shamed.
Yeah,
You know what? So he's sitting there and he's talking with Lagatha, and again she's doing this political intrigue spiel, and she's like, maybe we can become allies and blah blah blah. It's like, okay, that would make more sense, but I just don't think that Uber actually has any power anymore.
Well, there's a moment where his mistress is like, I think Lagatha's falling flat and making mistakes.
And she is.
Yeah,
right?
well, she is.
Yeah.
But you should challenge her for rule. And Uber kind of lays there and he doesn't seem convinced.
No, yeah, I'm not convinced.
Yeah. You could be King Uber. And he's kind of like, I don't know if I really want this.
It's you, Uber. And you know it.
Oh, I don't think he knows what he wants. He wanted to settle down and farm.
He's in the long shadow of Ragnar.
Well, so he's in the long shadow of Ragnar before Ragnar went crazy, and I mean, honestly, the legacy of Ragnar and what Ragnar truly was, even though at one
conquest, farming, expanding on culture.
Well, I mean, even though he went on about the farming thing for ages, I feel like at the end, as his life was coming to an end, he really did bestow his true legacy and self upon Ivar.
Yeah.
His last moments, the things that he thought to say was to Ivar, become a bloodthirsty monster, and everything will be yours.
People underestimate you, use that to your advantage.
But then you've got Uber and Vitzurg and the other son that died.
Sigurd, axe in the chest.
That was great.
Snake in the eye.
They've just got sort of how Ragnar was in the middle of his life.
Yeah.
The ideal Ragnar, if everything was stable in the world and they were able to get what they want.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, back in the real world, and that's sort of what played out, honestly. Ivor is right. They're not done yet. They're not done. They're not going to be left alone. To think that anything that the English promise them are going to be honoured.
Yeah, well, I think York actually does become a permanent settlement.
Well, it does. It certainly does.
What the end story of the Vikings is that they just integrated. The conquest ended in them integrating.
Well, it happens eventually, right?
Yeah.
It will always happen. Right? The longer people stay in one place. So
that's what Uber wants. He doesn't really want the power. But at this point.
But it's but that's the point though, right? Is Ivor is correct, is that you have to fend off the English and make them just want to leave you alone.
Absolutely.
Right, and just leave York alone, and we're not even there yet, and they found that out the hard way. And Uber just fucked off. And he's left. Nobody came back with him. I don't think anybody cares.
All his team aren't there either. Like Oslog is dead, Ragnar is dead. He's just got his brother's mother. Kattegat isn't his anymore. He has
no stake in it.
He's just around with his Ragnar's son, really. Otherwise, he'd be nobody.
I think the worst thing that you could see the worst thing that I'd not want to see is his girlfriend or whatever convince him to try and take power.
Yeah, and brutally fail.
Because no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
But then conversely, I would hate to see that happen and then him get a bunch of support because it would come out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, King Harold Finehair is going to come in and fight Lagertha, and then behind Lagertha you got Uber maybe fighting Lagertha.
Well,
so
I guess
it's all
Uber-
going to be like a
Uber
political jumbled mess of...
Uber can probably come in with King Harold or whatever.
Yeah, jump ship.
Yeah, jump ship with
Yeah.
him.
We should talk about Witzig too, because Witzig betrayed Uber and betrayed Ivar.
Betrayed Ivar and then betrayed Uber.
Jumped ship, and now he's on the bottom of the dominance hierarchy.
Well, they have the I'm not the dog, and it's like woof woof.
Woof woof.
He made a mistake betraying Ivar, and then he realized that when he was on the ship, and then he betrayed Uber. But then, like, Ivar's not going to take you back into his good graces.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
He never gave a shit.
Yeah.
There was never any indication to think he gave a shit.
So yeah, now he's just on the bottom of the ladder. He's got nothing. He's broken. He doesn't know what to do.
Did I make the right choice? Give me a sign, help me.
Well, I think honestly that character was set up to fail.
Yeah, he might rise back up.
I mean, maybe, but he just seems like, well, he's the run for the litter anyway.
Yeah, he's
You know,
not a Bjorn Ironside or Eye of the Boneless. He's just a...
I really love Ivar as a character.
Yeah.
The
he's
dude,
great.
the guy that plays him, he's from Mr. Robot or whatever. He's a really good up and coming actor.
Yeah,
You know, and he's just fucking great. You know, I talk about being melodramatic or overly melodramatic. No, right?
Yeah.
He's great at towing the line.
Well, he is, but it works more for his character and his story.
Absolutely.
Like, you watch his acting scenes and it's over the top, but in the context,
He's
it works.
He's reining it in, like, and there's there's a lot of that's what I said. We need fucking what's his name from Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh, Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Irons. Well, that's what he's doing, right? Yeah.
He should be in this show though, instead of Batman vs fucking Superman. What are you doing, Jeremy Irons?
Yeah, fucking get on it, mate.
Yeah, come on, man. Get Michael Hurst up for a role.
We need some more of that fucking sweet melodrama.
My ambitions to go on the stage. In this, I really have got them. In pantomime, I'm all the rage. I'm the hole in the elephant's bottom.
And I'm gonna lay it all out. You know, we've got at the beginning he gets passed on. You know, Ragnar's legacy of bloodshed and fucking psychopathy.
Yeah.
Then it's like, but he's hindered by that. By fulfilling that by being a cripple, right?
And he has a low self-esteem, obviously, because of that.
Yeah, he can't get a fucking erection, which makes him less of a man, and so, super insecure.
But he uses that insecurity for fucking rage. He doesn't sit back and he's like...
Well, he develops his skills as well. You see how skilled he is with his reflexes and stuff like that. He's bloodthirsty, he's smart, he's a great strategist.
That's a big thing.
And it just goes on and on and on, and then since he was introduced, we've had this slow burn of him and gaining mobility, like literal physical mobility.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
You know, because he had the carriage, the horse and carriage. So him just crawling around, biting his legs, and the horse and carriage.
Yeah.
And that's all fucking great.
I like the complexity of the character too, because you have the legend of Ivor the Boneless and the strategist and the bloodthirstiness. But then you get those little moments where he's talking about regretting killing Sigurd and he didn't want that. He's not just an evil, bloodthirsty barbarian. He does have the humanistic elements.
He's a Viking.
Remorse. Yeah. But he's a human.
I don't believe that I didn't mean to kill Sigurd. But I didn't want to. He was my brother.
He's got the fucking the cane or whatever now. He's bound his leg.
Hobbling, yeah.
And it's cool, but it seems to me that the more mobility he gets, that
more it takes away from the character.
Well, no, maybe that. I just get the sense that maybe they wrote themselves into a corner a little bit. Because it's like, okay. Well, so for instance, the scene in the last episode, right? He's sitting there, part of the Viking thing is you've got to be deadly in battle, right?
Yeah.
You can't just be a strategist. It doesn't quite work out.
Yeah.
Right? And what's he going to do in battle? Well, he's going to sit there and shout. He's going to jump if someone gets close to him.
Yeah.
But if 3 people come at him,
he's done.
He's done,
Yeah.
right?
He has his horse and cart. I guess that's the only real thing.
But he got knocked off his horse and
Yeah,
cart.
and that was endgame.
And that was the end game, right? And so now they're giving him more mobility.
Yeah,
right?
but he can't just go into battle. Like, that would be unbelievable.
Well, so that's what they need to do, is they need to stop them. Like, he's able to get up and basically walk around, which is the scene that we saw, but he can't go any further
Well,
than
he
that.
couldn't fight anyone. Someone with able legs, a lot of swordplay is the leg work.
Yeah.
He would get obliterated if he fought just like a Northumbrian grunt.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, they have established that he's pretty fucking deadly if you underestimate him and get close enough.
Yeah, but it was a straight out battle.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know.
Just block him and kick his
Yeah,
fucking legs. Kick him the crippled kid. King Harold's brother, I don't know his name, does a Viking rune.
Yeah.
What's his name? Old emo fringe guy?
Emo fringe guy.
Yeah, let's refer to him as that.
I'm a simple fellow, traveling to the ends of the known world. That's enough for me.
Yeah, he carves a Viking rune into the castle. It's like Viking graffiti, which is that popped up in Europe all over the places. Bunch of chapels and stuff.
I think I saw on one of the History Channel's documentaries when that sort of thing was mentioned.
Michael Hurst is a massive historian, so that's his little reference.
I love it. It's so subtle.
I like to think it's that exact rune somewhere too.
Yeah, probably. Well, they did that. They
zoomed up on the specific rune and showed that specific rune.
And it's like, yeah,
so I like to think that rune is somewhere.
Well, it's like a sandstone castle, right? So you can just go.
Yeah.
So that's great.
There's a bunch of like cathedrals and stuff too, where they carved it into the wood, nicely carved,
fucking
varnished, beautiful place. Like,
disgusting drifters.
Yeah. That end scene with Heckman too, and he walks into the church and he's just fucking right.
It's fucking horses and rats.
Yeah, it's like a frat house, just drinking beer and fucking
That's what they are,
vomiting.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, they're disgusting.
Empty beer cans everywhere. It's like, oh.
And that last scene is fucking great.
Great. So much tension, suspense.
And so that's one of the great things about the Hickman actor and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah,
even
he does those moments really well.
Yeah. You know, why are the rats above ground? It's like, holy fucking shit. Yeah, why are the rats above ground? Well, fucking under. And it's like, you know.
You said the music too does a really good job of conveying the emotion at that point.
Well, it's, you know, and this also falls into another trope within the Vikings thing, is the way that they sort of skirt around, you know, are the gods real, are the gods not real, all that sort of stuff. And with it accompanying it is like really ethereal soundtracks and stuff that they keep busting out.
Why are the rats above ground?
It's really spiritual and stuff, and those themes are heavy throughout.
Yeah, it's like synth, which is obscure from a period piece too.
Yeah,
a lot of people wouldn't do that.
Well, they, you know, because they have the period piece style stuff.
Yeah, they do. They have a lot of like Scandinavian throat singing parts too.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, well, the floaty stuff. They'll have and Ragnar. They have a bunch of Ragnar scenes like that.
Yeah.
So it's really helps them, and again that last scene, just with that sound, the ethereal sound flare up. It's like, you know, well, you could have had the trumpets, I guess, and that would have done the same thing.
But it's a bit different.
Yeah, doing the rise and the what's it called up? The
crescendo.
Crescendo, whatever. Yeah, well, that's gonna be a fucking really bloody scene in the next scene where they all come out of the fucking ground and just butcher them.
So yeah, in conclusion, I think this was just a good middle episode leading into the next episode, which I have high expectations for either coming up and fucking their shit up. I don't think Bishop Hageman or Athelwolf will die at this point.
I mean,
But something has to happen.
Well, either I feel like that in the next 5 episodes or something, it'll either be Hageman, Aethelwulf, or one of his sons. He's got like 2 sons.
Yeah.
Right,
Alfred and Athelred.
Athelred.
This is my eldest son, Aethelred.
And Athelblue.
They're very imaginative with their names. But so I think, as I sort of mentioned, I think there may be a few things that they can fuck up. Right, if they're not careful.
I think they need to kill Lagertha in the next 5 or 6 episodes.
You know, what's his name? Harold.
I think he's heading for that though.
Well, I think Harold's going to calm and depose her, and there should be like a
scene might
like
betray.
Thrust the sword through her, and that's it. And there'll be a good end for the character.
Although, like, Ivor and Lagertha are coming to a fucking point.
Yeah, but Ivor's still got fucking heaps of shit to do. Yeah, they're doing
as
their own
satisfying
thing.
as that would be.
You know, like, and if you kill Lagertha, then you give Bjorn, if he ends up coming back, to seek revenge.
All that shit,
and that comes around.
Yeah.
You know, because
Bjorny and Uber, Ivor.
We're shedding the generations of people.
You killed my mum. You killed my mum.
You know, so I felt maybe Vitso will die too because he's not in a good place. Well, he either needs to toughen up, or he's gonna die.
Yeah, dig himself out of that hole.
You know, like there's no reason.
The character can't stay stagnant. None of them do.
Well,
Michael Hurst does a really good job of.
I mean, maybe it should be a good thing for the character to be thrown in the deep end like this. He's basically by himself at the bottom of the food chain.
Yeah,
that should be good for
rediscover
him.
who he is.
Sink or swim.
Yeah,
essentially, right.
Yeah.
So I would hate to see that character just sort of flounder around and just be dragged along.
I don't think he will somehow.
Well, yeah, there needs to be a solid development for that character, or else he's just going to stagnate. You know, same with Ubert. You know, it'll be I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you for watching, and really help out if you could like, subscribe, and in the comments tell us how we got all the facts wrong and how our opinion is null and void.
Yeah, fuck is.
Well, the girls all think that I'm it. As they sit in the pit, I can spot 'em. And they give me applause when I wink my eye through the hole in the elephant's bottom.